What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Today is, seriously, I think it's Wednesday. I literally can't even, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Christmas was, what day was Christmas? Sunday. Okay, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That was not set up. I promise you. I don't go by days. It's Tuesday. It's afternoon, and I'm headed to the gym. And one of my good friends commented on the last video, so I felt like it would be a good idea to continue to post and just, start to get more consistent with just sharing some experiences that I've had, and just kind of go through different progressions of thoughts. And essentially what he was asking was, how do you find those people that are going to teach you what you want to know? How do you find mentors? And what happens if you continue to run into people that are just average? And you're right, most people don't know what they want. Which is pretty, so it's good. That's good though, because I think it's the statistic is out of 10 people, 50% just literally they're eliminated from actually being successful or helping you out if you want to move. If you ask 10 people, 5 of them, no matter what happens, fate, destiny, science, whatever you want to call it, they're just not going to help you. They're just cut out of that experiment. And the other 2.5 are going to actually want to help you, but they're going to have something come up. They're going to say, oh, my dog needs to get a haircut, and my kids have to be picked up, and everybody, they have a reason, an excuse for why they can't help you out. And then the other 2.5, those are going to be where you actually find people that will respond to your text or say, hey, yeah, I'll be there, I'll make sure to bring this, and those are really the people that essentially you want to find in life. You want to find, out of all these people, most of them are not going to know what they want. Most of them have no direction, and a lot of this, it's a perpetual cycle. It's not these people's fault. It literally, it's the cycle. It's a cycle of society. It's pretty much, look at this guy. Oh, I can't zoom in. There's a hole in my backyard fence, and a little dog kind of peeks through it. Let's see if we can get him. Puppy. There he is. Hi, cutie. Oh, shoot. Anyway, so he's following me now. So this is good though. This is good because if everybody knew what they wanted, think about how hard that would be to compete with somebody in business. Think about how hard it would be if everybody knew what they wanted, everybody knew the product they wanted to sell, everybody had the tools, everybody had the drive, the motivation, the communication skills to get other people to believe in their idea. The world, that would be pretty insane. If everybody was Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Cuban, it would be a tough world to compete with people. Luckily, there's only about 25% of population that you're actually competing with. So back to the initial question, how do you find these people? The easiest way is books, audiobooks. I'm huge on podcasts. That's the easiest way. There's so many great people putting out content, and the thing about it is pull from as many places as you can. Don't just compartmentalize. pull from, there's a lot of good fitness people that know a lot about business too. And they have a different thought process about doing something in business versus maybe a business person is just so immersed in the language of business that they're so in it that somebody from fitness or somewhere another industry can pull from just a different place because they're not, it's almost as if it's thinking outside of the box. So easiest way, practical tip would be books, mentors, audio, podcasts. I pay for YouTube Red, I pay for Spotify, I pay for Audible, and what else do I pay for? I think those are my main three. YouTube Red allows you to have basically no commercials, and you could listen to content outside of the native app. So you could be like texting somebody while you're on YouTube, listening to something. And I think a big thing too is, so books, audiobooks, podcasts, real life mentors, obviously, but those are the easiest ways to get started because you could do that from anywhere. We all have our phones. Everybody spends hours on their phones texting, and it's like, dude, why? That's why I have my phone. I just got the iPhone X. It's pretty sweet, to be honest. It's my favorite iPhone ever, for sure. But make things as easy as possible. I have these headphones. A lot of people think these headphones are weird. Some people think they're cool. Some people think I'm gay because I love Apple. Whatever. Are they learning 7 hours a day, pretty much nonstop? Audio, 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 audio? No. So I'm not really worried about those people. Oh, what? Those look like you just cut the headphones off. Well, you know what? I have nothing to say to them because I know what it means to me to turn on the phone, put these in my ear, instantly connects, and go. There's no learning curve, and a lot of people don't set themselves up to succeed in that sense, and it's very easy, but a lot of people don't get that concept. Like, for instance, let's say I told you, okay, listen to this and listen to this and read this and do this. And let's just say it wasn't me. Let's say your biggest idol, right, told you this is what you should do if you want to get here. And this isn't just about money or business for me. There's other aspects, but let's say Jeff Bezos, right? I think that guy's just a genius. And I was talking to him and he said, okay, I'm super big on this book and this podcast, and this is the kind of music I listen to if I listen to music while I'm working, or I don't listen to music, whatever that is. If he told me that, I instantaneously have the resources. Boom, I could pop open the YouTube Red, no commercials. I don't have to worry about waiting for something, closing it out. It's easy. I just literally click the video, swipe open, I can keep texting, I can keep working, I can keep doing whatever. Spotify. So make it easy for yourself. Get these headphones if you have an iPhone. Get YouTube Red, get Spotify, get everything you need so that when somebody says, boom, do this, you're ready. There's no gap in between what they have and what you don't, thinking, oh, well, I don't have YouTube Red, or I don't. It's hard, trust me. Whenever I show somebody something, most people don't actually have YouTube Red. Think of it this way, right? A lot of people are willing to spend $10 on, nobody goes into McDonald's or Burger King or what are the Jack in the Box and says, oh, why do I have to pay for this? Why do I have to? And the food is literally poison. And when somebody says, here, invest this $10 into learning, literally that $10, $30 I spend just on those few platforms, I make that back instantaneously by 2 minutes of listening, because then I implement it, I make the money back. It doesn't even matter. But why, if somebody said, I love this movie, go get Netflix. It's $10 a month and you could watch it. 14, I think they raised their price. People will do that without even thinking about it. Oh yeah, I'll get that TV show. So in the same way, get YouTube Red, get Spotify. Gary Vee has a great podcast. Ty Lopez has a great podcast. Audio books, I get Audible. I pay $15 a month. I get 1 free credit, so I can get a free book, or I can have the option to buy it, whatever. So get those 3 platforms, and the person that listens to this and does that, they're gonna win. There's probably gonna be, I don't know, not that many people watch these, but at least right now, you know, and that's why I've won to some extent. If somebody told me, do this workout, do this thing, go buy this, get this equipment, I just do it. I'm not like, oh, well, this isn't how I, no, if somebody is better than you at something, just do it. Just literally do it. If they are the most ripped guy or girl that you've ever seen, and they say, I do this workout, this is how much weight I do, this is how much blah, blah, blah. Obviously, if they're lifting 500 pounds, you don't get under the bar and start trying to squat 500 pounds. But you just think, okay, relative to me, what could I do that's probably pretty heavy or whatever. So I would say that set yourself up to succeed. Before you go and look for people, set yourself up to succeed. Get the things that would make it easy to learn every day. Build the consistency. I don't even think about listening to, I don't wake up and say, oh, I'm going to listen to something that's going to, I don't wake up thinking, oh, I'm going to learn today for 7 hours. I just do it. I just like, headphones are on, they're charged every night. I wake up, I turn on the book, turn on a podcast, turn on, whatever. So set yourself up to succeed. Those are the things I recommend. Those 3 platforms, they make it easy. And get used to writing stuff down too. That hit me like a few days ago. Everybody's got the setup. Everybody's got the new phone. Everybody's got the MacBooks. Dude, go OG. Bill Gates, literally, when he was designing Microsoft, locked himself into an office for 6 days and got like 50 to 100 pieces of yellow notepad paper and a pen, and that was all. He didn't have his phone and his color-coordinated calendar and his, all these things that we think we need. Like, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Get those 3 programs, or start with one. Just start with one. I would say YouTube Red is good because, yeah, most people already have Spotify. You just kind of have to look inside of there to find what specifically you're looking for. I would get something. If you already have one, don't let that cripple you and say, oh, well, I don't have the money to do it, I can't do it. Just start with one if you already have one. If not, get all 3, whatever. But yeah, don't forget about a pen and a pad. This is how the greatest, most successful people, have brought their ideas and turned it into reality. Just imagine your favorite person, right, ever, idol in business, fitness, whatever, and you're showing them your setup, and you pull out your MacBook and your color calendar and your, all your alerts and everything. And, imagine showing that to Einstein. Oh, this is how I do work. I have my computer here. And, dude, all Einstein needed was pen, paper, calculator. What else did he need? I mean, obviously, he set up the experiments, but he wasn't on his phone, writing stuff out and then checking Twitter and then getting out of Twitter and going to YouTube and then writing stuff. He was just like pen, paper, calculator. That's it. So keep it simple, take notes, learn from people that are better than you. YouTube, everybody knows YouTube. A lot of people are doing this, learning from people that are better than them without even thinking about it. but learn to stack. If you know that you like watching a fitness vlogger or YouTuber, or business, or I don't know, what, meditation, whatever it is that you're interested in, get that YouTube Red, because now you can still listen to that person, but you can listen to it on your drive versus having to stay in the app and do all these things. Little stuff makes a difference. Make it easy on yourself. So that's my cat right there. She makes it easy on herself. She doesn't worry about much, huh, Nala? See, animals don't have the ability to think into the future. I mean, most of them, their IQs are much lower, and they can't, like, she can't think of planning her day tomorrow. Like, she's not thinking about that. Look. So we as humans have the ability to plan, to think ahead, to be able to think about what a decision now can lead to in the future. So all of these things, you know, they take time, but start simple. Just keep a daily metric. Say, I'm gonna listen to 3 minutes of a podcast today of, you know, about, there's tons of podcasts. Like, I usually just stick to a few because I find that you really only need to find a few good people, at least for one topic, and just repeat. I'll listen to the same ones over and over so that I can just regurgitate that information without even having to think about it. So if I'm learning something about business, I found the ones that I like and I listen to those, and then from there I'm just learning, repeating, taking notes, so that it just becomes intuitive. It becomes habit versus trying to switch it up all the time. Just keep it simple. Yeah, so that's it. I liked the comment that I got on the last one, and I got 2 subscribers, so that was pretty cool. I'm just doing this just because I'm doing it. I mean, I'm not worried about how many people view it. If you guys see the pimples on my head, I really don't even care. I'm like, I know myself, and nobody could tell me. So anyway, I'll make sure to just for myself, to get a little more consistent, just start posting some stuff, maybe shorter. Sometimes I tend to go a little longer. But yeah, so I will see you guys next video.